Underway here in week 3. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero as James White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The numbers for White a week ago: 12 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They will run with White out of the shotgun. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
First down, here's White. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. He was brought down by Malik Collins. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
From the 39, Newton. And this one brought in by Sanu. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
From the 50, Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tanner Muse. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
It's a pickup of 12 yards.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Malik Collins drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
Sometimes I wonder if we're just not looking at Derek Carr and evaluating him the correct way, because this guy's been incredibly reliable. Only 2 missed starts in 6 seasons with the Raiders. His completion percentage topped 70% last year. The only one higher, Drew Brees in New Orleans. The problem, though, it hasn't translated into wins. They move the ball up and down the field, but they don't score enough touchdowns. Derek Carr hoping to remedy that in 2020.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
2nd and 5 now. Carr, that is caught by the rookie from Bama as Henry runs. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Raiders.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And now some concern here as that is Jacobs, who is still down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And 7.
On 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 there. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Las Vegas.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the fifth-year running back, it's Jalen Richard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Oh, hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Carr gives to Richard. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
The ball carrier. Touchdown.
Jalen Richard, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
New England trying to get to place on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
32-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
That's good.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Tanner Muse able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski, and his guys will take over at at the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hope.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory.
To Henry
A
Ruggs.
big play that time for the Raiders. 58 yards.
And
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in.
And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
to number 11,
Henry Ruggs.
Touchdown.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Daniel
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and that'll bring up second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard
To throw again, Newton. Caught by Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. Completes it to Lee. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And a dump off to White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. To the air again, Newton. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Here comes Richard on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you talk about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
And the Las Vegas.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Las Vegas.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs. As the first half is winding down. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
It's Hill, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Throwing again. Newton. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. So we have come to halftime, and what's already... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
It's 7.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
First and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, Carr. Eluding the pressure right. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Carr completes it, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On the play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's a gain of 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, then you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
That's good.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Miller, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Raiders. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Bowden now to return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Second and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it. They go with Jacobs. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And now the Pats leading rusher the past 2 seasons. It's Sony Michel. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Granted, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Tanner Muse able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Newton, and he's going to go down again.
sack.
Corey Littleton able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
With the score.
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They snap it to Newton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now left side on the swing pass. And Michel will have the first down and more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, Newton. Lee's got it over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
1st and 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first down carry now for Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
It's good, and it's now 35-14. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
First down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Carr's throw here caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. From the gun, Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
14. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lee. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Corey Littleton in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They fake the give. Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Carr going to look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And his throw is incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Newton. There's Sanu on the catch. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, the return is Bowden. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give them a good 10 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
7-yard line.
So out come the Raiders. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Carr going to throw here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Carr now to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. To throw again, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it, fumble. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a third and long. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Responsible without your money, thought he had a plan, but we can sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger of 11. Take a second, like a bearing a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soul, so I don't even grab the wheel. I mean, the man is still, I mean, I'm walking with some money, man. I mean, a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm trapped the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna fuss, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, and they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB. I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, I'm it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a